Pallantium was an ancient settlement in central Italy that occupies an important place in Roman legendary history. According to tradition, it stood on or near the Palatine Hill long before the founding of Rome and was established by Greek settlers from Arcadia, a mountainous region in southern Greece. The settlement was said to have been founded by King Evander, a wise and respected leader who left his homeland and crossed the sea with his followers in search of a new place to live. Long before Romulus and Remus appeared in the story, Pallantium had already become a small but thriving community that introduced elements of Greek culture to the Italian peninsula. Roman writers described Evander as a civilizing figure who brought knowledge, religious traditions, and laws to the local inhabitants. Under his leadership, Pallantium became a peaceful settlement where agriculture, trade, and religious worship flourished. Ancient traditions credit Evander with introducing the worship of several Greek deities to Italy and teaching the local people the Greek alphabet, music, and various cultural practices. Although many of these accounts belong to mythology rather than verifiable history, they reflect the Roman belief that their civilization had deep connections with the Greek world. Pallantium gained even greater importance through its association with the Trojan hero Aeneas. In Roman legend, after escaping the destruction of Troy, Aeneas arrived in Italy with a group of Trojan refugees. Evander welcomed him as a guest instead of treating him as a stranger, recognizing that the newcomers could become valuable allies. The two leaders formed a strong alliance against the Rutulian king Turnus, who opposed Aeneas and his followers. Evander also entrusted his young son, Pallas, to fight alongside the Trojans. Pallas was later killed in battle by Turnus, becoming one of the most tragic figures in Virgil's Aeneid. His death deeply affected Aeneas and inspired him to continue the war with even greater determination. Because Pallantium was believed to occupy the area that later became the Palatine Hill, Romans regarded it as a direct predecessor of their own city. When Romulus eventually founded Rome, he chose the Palatine Hill as the location of the first settlement, connecting the new city with the older traditions of Evander and the Arcadians. This legendary continuity allowed Roman historians and poets to trace Rome's origins not only to the Trojans through Aeneas, but also to the ancient Greeks through Pallantium. The story symbolized the merging of different cultures into a single civilization that would eventually dominate the Mediterranean world. Many ancient authors believed that the name Palatine Hill itself was derived from Pallantium, preserving the memory of Evander's settlement even after Rome grew into a vast empire. Whether this linguistic connection is historically accurate remains uncertain, but it demonstrates how strongly the Romans linked their most famous hill with the legendary Arcadian colony. The Palatine later became the political and ceremonial heart of Rome, serving as the residence of emperors and one of the city's most prestigious districts. Although archaeological evidence has not confirmed every detail of the legend, Pallantium remains one of the most significant mythical settlements in Roman tradition. It represents the period before Rome existed, when Greek settlers, Trojan refugees, and the native peoples of Italy were woven together into a shared foundation story. Through the legends of Evander, Aeneas, and eventually Romulus, Pallantium became an enduring symbol of cultural exchange, hospitality, and the ancient roots from which Rome's legendary history emerged.